Hey guys, it's Jamie from No Getting Off This Train. Today I want to talk about your pantry and 10 things you should keep in it at all times. Do you keep a stockpile of items in your house? Keeping the pantry essentials in your kitchen means you'll always have the ingredients to make simple meals. One of the ways I stick to my grocery budget is making at least one meal a week out of what I already have, and you can do the same. I call these free meals because I don't have to buy anything extra to make them. The following 10 items can be combined in many different ways to create your free meals. For more ideas, I have links to some recipes in the description. The first item, or items to keep in your pantry, is rice and beans. I feel like rice and beans just go together perfectly. Instant rice is fine, but bagged, uncooked rice is cheaper. In the same way, bags of dried beans cost less than cans, and you can control how much salt goes in them. Beans are easy to cook in your slow cooker. Check the link in the description to see how I make mine. I typically keep a combination of black beans, pinto beans, and lentils in my pantry. I can turn these into soups, refried beans, or even curry with lentils. The combinations are endless, especially with enough seasonings. And speaking of seasonings, those are item number 2. Seasonings are what give your food an extra kick and flavor. I always try to keep the basics on hand at all times. Chili powder, cumin, basil, oregano, parsley, garlic powder, onion powder, cinnamon, curry powder, salt and pepper. The next item is canned tomatoes. Whether it's crushed tomatoes, diced tomatoes, stewed, or tomato paste, you can use them in many different ways. Combine the diced tomatoes with the seasonings and rice and beans for a Mexican dish, or use crushed tomatoes, tomato paste, and seasonings like basil and oregano for a quick spaghetti sauce. The next few items are your baking essentials, like flour, sugar, baking powder and soda, and yeast. There are days when I'm craving bread or want to make some cookies, and it's so nice to have everything I need already, so I can just make a quick batch of something. It's especially helpful if you have a surprise event coming up, like a carry-in, where you can make a couple loaves of banana bread or something similar. So next up is salsa. This might seem like an odd staple, but it's the perfect condiment. You can easily make salsa chicken in your slow cooker or add it to any Mexican dish. Salsa tends to go on sale pretty frequently, so I try to stock up when they're $1. The next 2 items that go together are pasta and sauce. You can find pasta for less than $1 when they are on sale, and same with spaghetti sauce. So for just $2, you can make a huge batch of spaghetti. I know that spaghetti will feed an army, so it's perfect for large families or if you want leftovers. Next is chicken broth or bouillon cubes. If you make your own broth, that's easy to store in the freezer. I tend to buy these cubes just because it's easier for me, but I use these in soups and in my rice cooker when I'm making rice or quinoa. The next item I always keep is rolled oats. I use these at least once a week, whether it's making energy bites, muffins, or just plain oatmeal. You can buy a huge canister pretty cheap, and it'll last you a couple of weeks. So next are condiments. Things like ketchup, mustard, hot sauce, and pickles. Even having a couple of these can go a long way when it comes to adding flavor to your food. And last but not least is peanut butter. This is a true staple in my house. Allison loves the classic PB&J, and this is the main ingredient in my energy bites, so I have to keep a few jars here at all times. I tend to buy the natural peanut butter, and my favorite is the Kroger brand. 1, because it tastes better, and 2, it's only $1.79 compared to other store brands, which can be like $3. If you can find a good price, stock up. Having these 10 core items in my house at all times means I never really run out of meals to make. And if you set aside a small amount of money every week, like $5, you can buy a small amount of each item to stock your own kitchen with the essentials. Linked in the description are some recipe ideas and blog posts that will help you plan more efficiently. What kind of meals do you like to make with what's in your pantry? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. Thank you so much for watching.